Not bad at all. Well, let's see what else I have hanging around. I have a whole album of records here that a friend of mine found at a flea market the other day. He didn't find the Charleston one there. That came from somewhere else, but he did find this big old binder full of records here. Let's see what we got. There's bound to be some nasty looking dirty ones in here. How about Bound in Morocco? What's that all about? Let me see if I can get that out. That's a Brunswick. On Miami Shore by the Carl Fenton Orchestra. That's side A. No, that's side B. Okay, we'll play side A first. Okay. Brunswick records, I don't know. I don't always have the best of luck with them. Sometimes they work great. Other times they're so worn that I could barely get anything out of them. Let's see. We have Henry Burr. Oh, we're not playing that one. Okay. Four Little Sugar Plums Barn Dance by the Victor Orchestra. That's an oldie. Okay, let me get that out. That'll be next. This is going to be a two-part video. I can see that already, since my camera only records in half-hour segments. And I believe we're beyond that now, so one or more of these records will probably end up getting cut off, but that's all right. Put that over there. Oh, that's a World War I classic. Oh, no, it's not. But there was something else. Oh, How I Miss You Tonight. That's another from the Victor Salon. I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. Here we go. Here's a cameo record. That might be nice and worn. Let's see. Looks it. It's all patchy looking. Love Lights in Your Eyes by the Velvetone Dance Orchestra. Boy, this has cracks. This has scratches. Yeah, that's a good one to test it. Okay, we got some there for now. Starting with this Brunswick, which really isn't dirty, but I can see some wear. I can definitely see some wear. So if it's gonna slow up that governor, records like this are what'll do it. Actually, some of them will dead stop it. It'll just bring it to a dead halt if it's worn enough. I think I've demonstrated that in a previous video. A record's so worn, and you really can't tell by looks. I've seen records that look great, and they're so worn down in the grooves that they're just gone. They're finished. You know, they're so rough down in there, they stop the machine dead. And I've seen some with lots of scuffs and scratches, and they played okay. A little pop and sizzle now and then, but really not bad. Actually, I forgot to put a stroboscope disc on. There we go. There's a little crack in there somewhere. I could hear it. I don't see it though. But that played surprisingly well for the wear. You see it there, the wear I see. The amount of scuffing on there. And anybody that says you can't play an HMV 101 with an exhibition reproducer, you can. So those of you out there with a pot metal reproducer number 4 on one of these, and you can't find an old brass, but you can find an exhibition, use it. It works. And on Miami Shore, okay, we'll try that one without the disc this time, because sooner or later I'll forget to take it off again and it'll start the record skipping. We don't want that. We can hear it well enough. It's playing pretty good. Especially on records like these. If it was slowing up, you'd notice it. Okay. I don't know where that little crack is. It could be something like that. I could definitely hear it going pop, 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 pop when it was hitting it very regularly. It's hidden in there somewhere. I'll find it. Needle. Played well. I was a little worried about that one because it is kind of, well, you can see the wear. I don't have to show you. It's right there on the record. But it's surface wear. It's not down in the grooves where it matters. the side. And then we had that Cameo next that looked a little rough. Haven't played any of these records yet. I have copies of some of them, but this is a new album. Literally only been here less than a day, so. Okay, let's get a needle on that one. And I will tell you what it says. Love Light in Your Eyes by the Velvetone Dance Orchestra. Cameo Record Corporation. Velvetone. Sounds like something out of the 50s, not the 20s. I'm pretty sure they did use that name for a band in the 50s. The Velvetones. Sounds about right. Okay. A little dusty, but that's the whole point. We want it to work for it. These ones I have to be very careful cleaning because I don't know the composition of them. Some good stuff in this album of records. Get rid of that. When you clean records like this, lightly wet a terry cloth towel of some kind. Very lightly wet it and just wipe it. Never immerse them. Something like Victor is a known quantity. We know that that one is solid core and all of that. With these records, we don't know. And we don't want to find out by immersing them in water and having them crack. That would be bad. Better to play them dirty than have them totally ruined. So, and why do these records sound good? Because the reproducer has been rebuilt. Drives me crazy when I see videos of people playing machines with reproducers that haven't been rebuilt and they have air gaps and rock hard gaskets and broken springs and bad diaphragms, everything else, and they still play them. Most of those are people just selling machines, and they don't really know what they're selling or really much about phonographs of this era. But if you want records to sound good on a machine like this, two things you have to do. Service the motor, that's one thing, and rebuild the reproducer, or have it rebuilt. There are people that do that. It is a rainy night. I hear rain on the roof pitter-pattering. I don't know if all day. And that was When the Leaves Come Tumbling Down by, again, the Velvetone Dance Orchestra. Can't say I'm familiar with them, but they sound good. Now we have the oldie. This is pre-1914, I believe. That's Billy Murray and the Haydn Quartet with orchestra. By the Light of the Silvery Moon. Let's get a needle on there. And this is actually something you would expect to be playing with an exhibition-equipped machine. Not that Victor ever actually stopped using the exhibition. They actually put some of them on the little Victrolitas, small tabletops that replaced the Victrola 4 towards the end of the company's lifespan in the late 1920s. So it probably just using up old parts, I would imagine, old inventory. But they were an excellent reproducer and one I like to work with.
to me, you, sound of kisses floating on the breeze. Act one begun, dialogue, where would you like to spoon? My cue with you, underneath the silvery moon. By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon. To my honey I'll prove lost tune. Honeymoon, keep it shining into your silvery beams will bring us dreams. We'll be cuddling soon by the silvery moon. Act two, scene new, roses blooming all around the place. Cast three, you, me, creature with a solemn looking face. Choir, sing, bell, ring, preacher says you'll wait forevermore. Act two, all through, every night the same encore. By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon. To my honey I'll prove lost tune. Honeymoon, keep it shining into your silvery beams will bring us dreams. We'll be cuddling, we'll cuddle by the silvery moon, by the silvery moon.
That played remarkably well. But it is a fairly clean record, so not too surprising, I guess. And we'll check out the flip side in just a second. What did that say? 75 cents for Little Sugar Plums by the Victor Dance Orchestra. Walter B. Rogers, conductor. Victor always had material to press because they had the orchestra right there on site. There were no big names coming in that day. Guess what? Orchestra, you're up. Oops, getting a little dark. I can't see the needle hole. There we go. I don't even need to wind that up. There's enough power in there for a record this clean.